Hey, welcome, Huron again. Hopefully, things start getting a little better because for some reason it's not wanting to log into the stupid server. So, it is what it is. Bear with me. If I can't log into the server, well, we'll do something different quick. Come on. Come on. All right, chat's up. Can you hear me all right, Huron again? I think everybody can hear me. Now, if we can just get the server does seems not want. I even restarted it, and it seems to be not wanting to work. Why is it just staying stuck at 99%? Hey, Plowboy. Welcome to the stream. Wanted to do some harvesting tonight, but I'm not sure we're going to get there. 3 times in a row I've tried to log in and it stays stuck at 99%. And hey Keith, good evening Keith. And I've even restarted the server. Guess maybe, as much as I don't want to, have to restart the server again. Huh. Why is it doing this? Well, part of my frickin' problem is I waited the last minute doing shit trying to. Sometimes you get off at 6 o'clock, get home by 6:30. An hour and a half just sometimes isn't long enough to get totally set up. So it does stupid stuff. And I don't have all the fancy stuff set up for like all the other guys do for the weight thing, you know. So sometimes I've got to get all that done, and this time of year is just not the preferred time of the year to spend. I don't have extra time to spend on all that fun stuff. So I guess I'll go to the server one more time, stop, restart the damn thing, and see what the heck is going on. And it says the save game's fine. I think I've been on. Yeah, I've been on here since the update because that was when I was on here messing around with the cotton harvesters. Hi, Hodge. How is everybody this evening? It appears to be having some issues. Jake was having internet or YouTube issues, and I'm having farm sim server issues. So, yeah, it says it's well, I guess we'll hit the restore button real quick just to make sure. And it says it's successfully restored. Home. Start the server here. Come on. Starting fine. My day was an okay day. Didn't knock it out of the ballpark today as far as getting a lot planted. I got about 110 acres planted today. But today is one of them days where it was a little bit of a late start. I got to work at 7 like I usually do this time of year. So I was out earlier than everybody else. But I had to put a little bit of seed in. It was also a maintenance day. I had to grease, I had to fuel, I had to put DEF in the tractor. And it was also payday, so I took an hour off for lunch and put my check in the bank because I needed to do that. And then worked till 6. So I still got 10 hours in and got a little over 100 acres, so that's better than a kick in the butt. Better than last Monday. So, um, glad to hear you're doing good, Hodge. And please inform me before I put my foot in my mouth because I don't want to do this. Is Jake having a baby, as in his his significant other or whatever? Because I don't want to say something stupid because I didn't catch all of that other than it's a girl. So please, chat, inform me so I can give him the proper shout out here. Okay, thank you, Plowboy. Thank you, Hoonigan. All right, so I want to give a big shout out to Jake at Jake Up 77 channel. Really nice guy, and he did a reveal tonight, and it looks like they are expecting to have a baby girl. And so, congratulations, Jake. And as much as some guys think they have to have a son, there's nothing wrong with a baby girl. Because I have a daughter myself, and I wouldn't give her up for the world. So, congratulations, buddy. Now, back to what I was doing here, which isn't anything but rambling on, and you guys are looking at a loading page here. So, let's see if this stupid thing will let me load in now. And if it don't, I guess we'll swap files and play some single player thing. Plowboy, I understand where you're coming from. I wanted a boy like most any guy does. And come on. You gotta love it when it takes forever for frickin' servers after you restart them to show up on the dang list. And sometimes they don't even still show up. As my dad once said, and we all know how I am about this channel. Yes, I know I really have worked on being a little more PG than I really am. But that's just not 100% me. So anybody that's watching and don't particularly care for the way I say things or whatever, tough shit. Oops, I cussed. No, I'm not. Never have claimed to be a children-friendly channel. But anyway, is what I was getting at. My dad always used to say, and my granddad always used to say, well, when you have a boy, you only have one dick to worry about, and when you have a girl, you have to worry about everybody else's dick. So, anyhow, come on, populate. But I have one daughter. That's all I have, and I wouldn't give her up for the world. She's quite the, quite the kid. And I'll make damn sure she's got a bigger shotgun than her boyfriend, so, and knows how to use it. You got 4 girls and 2 boys? Wow, Keith. 4 girls and 2 boys. Yes, Keith, I know. I've done this. I completely backed all the way out of the game. I've restarted the server twice. This is the 3rd time, and it gets to 99%, and for some reason just stays hung up there. And usually, I've never had this issue. Usually, if it gets to, usually you just reset the game. Farming sim, you have to reset the server, and it usually kicks in. But we'll see what happens this go round. If it doesn't get any better, we'll just load up a single player what we were farting around with the other night, and we'll just keep playing on that Stone Valley thing, even though it's not exactly what I wanted to do. But oh well. Well, Hoonigan, don't get in a hurry. As I when I was your age, I was just practicing. Anyway, mm, I didn't get married till I was 36 because I wanted to wait till I was a little older. Mom and Dad got divorced when I was 10, so I thought, maybe I'd be a little older, a little more mature, and I wouldn't have to worry about getting divorced and things would be better. And well, 5 years after that, I was divorced and went, maybe I wasn't quite old enough. Anyway, thankfully I get along with my ex-wife fairly well. We don't have any fights about the kid, about Tori. We can co-parent fairly well, thank God. Because there are some of them divorces that play their kids against themselves, and it's just like crazy. Hmm. This is gonna really torque me off. Do I have to go to an earlier game save yet? Maybe. Maybe that's what I gotta do. Oh yes, BNSF. Make sure you run a train through town because it's nice enough to have the windows open. So um, I got the real critters mod going on now. Hey Ninja, welcome in, buddy. Really? Wow. Nothing's wanting to play well very tonight. I mean, come on, really. I mean, I got started at a perfect time, and I even tried loading in half an hour earlier and restarted it a couple times for him. Oh well, you're all here just to hear my beautiful voice, right? Oh, fiddle. Uh, yeah, okay, Keith. I get it. There are some exes that are horrible, horrible, and my ex and I worked. She got me working for the railroad, and because she wanted better money and better benefits, and I understand that when you're trying to raise a family. And just for lack of better terms, while I was gone all the time, we just kind of grew apart. When you're not home very often because you're gone 2 weeks at a time sometimes, or for a while I was. When I first started out, it was great. I was gone 4 days and home 3 days, and getting paid good money and home, and it was working great. But so then it got to where I was gone 2 weeks at a time, and you're only home for 2 days. It it put a strain on us. So we parted ways before it got to the point where we hated each other, I guess, especially where we had a kid together, and we get along fairly well now, and that's all that matters. And when we sat down and talked about the divorce, that's one of the first things I said. I says, well, no matter what, I want us to be able to get along and put our differences beside us because I do not want to have to raise my daughter in a bitter, toxic divorce setting. And it works well. Whenever she's having issues, my ex tells me about her issues, and she has issues while she's here. I tell her about it, and she's done the typical kid thing and tried to work herself against, each parent against each other, and found out in a hurry that that did not work because my mom and dad, even though they're divorced, talk to each other. So I guess the server is just not wanting to play well. I wonder if I got a corrupt saved for some stupid reason. So we'll do this one more time. One more time. And we'll change the save game. from that one to that one and see if that helps. And if it don't, then I'll fart around at the server thing later and get pissed if we've lost our save. Because I don't think I come in here and downloaded the save game the last time I saved. So, so, here we go. Less, of course, but I could have swore that I've been in here since the update, so it can't be the update messing with it, unless there's something else they've done. Anyway, welcome everybody to the stream. Glad everybody is here. Please bear with me. we have last minute mess ups here because of server issues. Been trying to log into it for now 45 minutes. You're just here to watch me deal with Carsplay, are you? Well, that's usually an antics all within itself there, Hoonigan. Actually, Hoonigan, you're here because you're a moderator. Oh, Rory. I'll start swimming because our first cost too much. Oh, what a goofball. Yeah, that's kind of what I'm beginning to think there, Ninja. I swear. I have some of the bad luck about it, and it's because I wait to the last damn minute. Well, and some of the situation is because, like I said, I work as late as I can, then I get home in a rush and think I got enough time, and the next thing you know, I don't. Between trying to grab something to eat and taking a shower and setting up, and I don't want to not stream because I don't want to put any content out there for people. I'm trying to build a channel, so I did record an RLF video this morning, um, talking about the beginning of the week and maintenance on the planter, and kind of went over the planter a little bit again, showed the seed plates, and kind of tried to explain that a little bit, and a little bit more about the differences in our seed numbers and that kind of stuff. Oh, come on. So this is when I need, like I said, I've got to sit down maybe this weekend and I got to come up with some stuff. Like I really need to do an intro, and I need to do some of the stuff like 4B or some of them guys got where I can switch over to a step away screen thing and all that stuff. Um, I've got some cool ideas for an intro part for my videos. Um, I just need somebody to help me do it. Is that crazy rabbit Rob around? He was talking about how he likes doing editing. But I was kind of thinking of taking clips of real life farming of me or a tractor, both of them, and then do the little wiggly thing, and then it turns into farm sim of a similar tractor doing the same thing, and then it goes back to the real life tractor or combine or something, and then it goes back to the kind of, I don't know. That was one of the ideas I had. That way it would show that my channel does both real life and farm sim content. What do y'all think? I think maybe we ought to worry about getting loaded up first, and then we. Wow, I don't. This is weird. I've never had this issue like this bad. And, the only reason why it's doing this is because I'm trying to stream live tonight. That's why. Hi, Rusty. Welcome to the well. It's supposed to be a stream, and it's not wanting to play well for me tonight. It's welcome to the login screen stream, where we watch the circle go round and around and around and around, and we just BS about life. Excuse me. So we have some other kind of issue besides a corrupt save game, because I tried a different save game and it's still not wanting to load. And it shouldn't be a mod conflict issue, because if that's, if the mods aren't right, you can't even get this far. So, hey, Trio. Yeah, Trio. Yeah. And the dumb thing is I've been on this stupid server since the update, so it shouldn't be the update. So I guess enough of this BS, or something goofy. Something goofy. So this is what we'll do. We will change up the game, I guess. And we'll go back to playing on a single player of some sort. I don't know. We're going to play the regular single player, or should we play on my single player save? I don't have anything really ready on a single player save. Yeah, we'll just fart around like we did Saturday night, I guess. And we'll go from there. Because I know that will work. And heck with the server. Not sure what the problem with the server is. So everybody, please bear with me. I guess Monday isn't over, so Monday hit me now instead of earlier today. Guess the John Deeres are rebelling on the server. We refuse to work on a Monday. We all have hangovers because we partied too hard over the weekend. Just like they tell you, you don't buy anything made on a Monday, and you don't buy anything made on a Friday. I guess it's a good possibility, Keith, that there's a mod conflict of some sort, but I haven't updated anything. So I don't know what the conflict's going to be. So now we get to sit here, and unfortunately everybody's looking at a black screen instead of a nice stepped away or please bear with me technical difficulty screen. As the mods load for the other save game. And And if I didn't insist on playing with a bazillion mods, we'd be loaded already. But that's what makes the game fun, right? They said play with mods. It'll be fun. Get a PC and play with mods. It'll be fun. Yep, it will when it works. When it works. I don't know, what do they say? Crap happens. Welcome, Kobe. And I promise we will be playing. Not obviously going to do what my headline says, like I thought, but we will be playing as soon as my single player gets done loading up because the server isn't wanting to load for some stupid reason. It's one of the things you got to love about Farm Sim, and one of the things you got to love about the servers too. You know. Well, what do we got in here for maps on this one? I got Evergreen in here, but has anybody played the new Monette Farms map um, from wow, I just drew blank. The same guys that made Welkers, and they also made Millennial Farmer map. Wow, I haven't played it yet, and I downloaded this Midwest Cattle thing, so the heck with it. We'll go ahead and we'll play on Stone Valley. And I did add a few mods to this and renamed one because I thought it was named stupid. So we will do something tonight. Not what I wanted to do because there's a lot of harvesting to do on the server. Maybe it's saying, no, you don't want to do that because nobody else has been on the server. You don't want to get too far ahead of everybody else. I don't know. Come on. Where's the diesel barrels at? I renamed them. A, B, C, D, D. Diesel barrels, there you are. Start. Yes, that is correct. Thank you. Thank you, Hoonigan. Mapper's Paradise, yes. I downloaded it because it got released, and no one's playing it that I know of. They're nobody's streaming it anyway. I suppose Saskatchewan's got everybody buffaloed, so it kind of got overlooked. Mapper's Paradise is okay. They're not the best, I don't think, out there when it comes to maps. They did okay on Farmer map. They did okay on Welker's map. But they didn't knock them out of the ballpark, I don't think. Which is sad. I really thought they could have done a better job. Alrighty. So, as I said, look, we're playing something. Woohoo! I guess we'll get over here and get the light going, hadn't we? Figure out where this mess up was going on with this thing. think he was getting ready to do the outsides. Believe. Believe. Well, no wonder. What were you doing here? Uh-huh. Okay. So you come down, and I think, wow. Sometimes trying to figure out course play and their ideas. Now, to be perfectly honest, what we probably should do is square this field off right here. Sometimes sometimes these little things like this make a mess out of course play. So you're not losing much. Just square it off, put a little outbuilding here or something, and then you won't have this goofball problem with it here. I'll guarantee you that's part of what's goofing up course play. Anyway, at least, and of course I forgot to plug my headset all the way in. At least I remember to leave my microphone plugged in. There we go. Now I can hear the tractor. So he come off of this line, come down here, comes in here, and supposed to go around. I believe. I believe. I believe that's what this stupid course play's got him doing. Guess we'll find out here in a quick jiffy. Yeah, here we go. We'll see. We'll see. Where the hell are you going now? Whatever. Alrighty. So, and we're gonna get this screaming Detroit. Out of the way. And for that matter, we're going to sell it too. Because I don't need it. Now, what were we doing? We had 2 fields that we'd bought that were harvested. And we got 1 field that isn't ready to harvest yet. Am I correcto? And what the hell is it? Oh my god. Potatoes. Oh, where's DJ when you need him? Mr. Potato Man, come harvest these stupid potatoes because Neals Farming is not going to harvest them. Oh, I like potatoes about as much as I like forestry. So, this one's sugar beets, and they're about as bad. What's on this map anyway? Oh, it does have alfalfa. None of it's planted. It has clover. Nothing's planted. Well, Plowboy, I'm glad you stopped in for a little bit and watched the loading screen with me for a little bit and visited with me. So you have a good evening and get some good sleep and have the good rest of your week. And we'll see you possibly on Wednesday. And hopefully Wednesday starts off a little better. I'm hoping, right? So what are we going to do here? Boy. Maybe I should have started out on farting around on a different map. Well, let me see. Let's run across the road here. And what do we got over here? Canola. Canola with lots of weeds in it. This is what I don't like about farting starting in the fall. You get this crap. You get really crappy fields. And then the start in spring mod likes to plant everything to grass. So let's get the old TR back out of the shed. Now that you are actually watching Hoonigan, you see this? You see this? Look, they are in the shed. As you are giving me a bunch of horse pucky manure the other day about, I don't know why you got sheds, you never parked nothing in there. Yes, I do. I park stuff in the sheds all the time. Just on the server, I've been busy and everything's out working, so I ain't had time to park in the shed. Sure, everybody's leaving now that we finally are farming. See how that works? Well, it doesn't seem right. Right. Boop. Get some go juice here. Thanks, Hodge. I appreciate that. That's the other bad thing about being mountain time and working till 6 or 7 o'clock and then coming home and doing a stream during the week at 8 o'clock because it's 10 o'clock for all the Eastern Standard guys. So, and there's a lot of people still in school, so the kiddies that don't even though I don't have necessarily a kid-friendly channel or stream per se. Not that I really go out of my way to make it like really horrible either. It's not like every other word's an F-bomb. It's not quite that bad. But anyway, so a lot of the Eastern guys are, it's 10 o'clock, so kids are in bed. Oh, I know. I forgot to. This stupid mod. I need to remember. Where's it at? Where the heck's it at? Fuel usage should be high, not low. All right, where you at, you damn thing? Oh, come on. There. I've got, remember, to get that stupid mod out. That mod creates havoc with just certain things. Really, Hunter? Welcome to the stream, buddy. What did you buy me? An X9? Ah! You don't need to be buying me anything. You got a wedding coming up. That's going to cost you enough. I don't know. Maybe we'll just run the gal darn thing ourselves tonight instead of letting Courseplay use it. Let's see how goofy of a Courseplay comes up with them coolies and stuff in here. Actually, oh, I know what I need to do. I need to go up to here, and I need to. Oh, never mind. That's because the plow is on there. Great job. Courseplay, field position. Okay. Open. 2 headlands. Start on the headland. Sharp clockwise. 4% lands. Longest edge. I wonder what it does on automatic this go around with all the goofball things in here. Lows per land 3. And generate field work course. Let's see how goofball this thing turns out to be. You're getting ready to jump on your save. Oh, I'm sure you are. Hey, what were you doing, by the way, Hoonigan, in Jake's stream? And you kept getting getting spanked and kept getting timed out. What were you doing to make Jake mad? Were you just being ornery or what? Or do I want to know? You didn't go buy me a GoPro, did you? Because I know I'd love to have one, but I wasn't expecting you to buy me one. Well, so how bad of a goofball mess are we going to have here? See, that's what I'm saying. Courseplay doesn't do too bad, right? Didn't do too bad. This right in here, I'm not quite sure what the hell it's doing here. But it didn't really do too bad with the goofball shape here until you get into this spot right here. Boy, it does not like that. Does not like that. So, for now, what we're going to do, this is how anybody that's watching that has difficulties with Courseplay, I'm going to show you how to fix that. For now, the best way to fix this, for now, means you're trying to harvest a crop, what you should do, and this torques me off about some map players. See, I don't mind little streams and little ravine type things in a field, right? That's somewhat realistic. But see, this is stupid, right? This one here doesn't have any indentation to it, no ditch to it at all. It's just, oh, we got a little grass thing in here. There is no farmer on earth that does not try to farm every bit of the ground that they can. So, this is how you would fix this if you didn't have a crop here. You would plow this up and plant that, right? And then I would suggest squaring it off here. So you ain't got to worry about this stupid little corner here. But for tonight, because we got a crop here, what we're going to do is we're going to go into landscaping, we're going to go into painting, and we're going to paint some grass, and we're just going to go like this. Doop. That way, Courseplay will recognize this. And we'll go back into Courseplay, go up to here, clear current course. Come on. And great job. Open course generator, leave everything the same, create course, and I'll bet you we have a better luck here. Oh, come on. Are you actually going to make it to the reunion, Hunter? Because as of right now, I've had 3 people get a hold of me, and the 3 people that got a hold of me on Messenger said they weren't coming. No one seems to know how to use the frickin' actual coming, not coming, interested thing on the actual event on Facebook. I'm going to give them till this weekend, and then I'm going to put out my typical chew everybody's asses post because nobody wants to frickin' commit to anything. Sorry, stream. A whole different subject. So, how do we look here? I'm still not sure what the hell it's doing. Oh, I know what it's doing. It's going through, and then it's coming back, and it's going through. I think I see what it's doing. But, see how we got rid of this mess here? Now it won't make a mess. Alrighty. And I want to know why the hell. That's another thing I didn't get a chance to look at. Was why I can't change the speed on that head. Normally when you buy something you can change the speed. And for some stupid reason it wouldn't let me change the speed when I bought that head. And when you buy a head, and you should even be able to go back in and edit the thing. Or customize it, I should say. You should be able to. And I've got the speed mod in here. Yeah, why isn't it letting me update the speed here? Is this... See? It does it on this head. Why the hell ain't it doing on the New Holland heads? That's odd. Very odd. See? It lets you do it here. Well. Lets me do it on Pleasant View's newest cleaner heads he's been working on. That one looks really good. I like that one, Pleasant View. That's a nice looking head there. I know it's a bit newer than what you would probably find on an N series, but that's nice. Nice job, buddy. Right. And the last time you did that, you didn't end up spending any time here at the reunion where you were invited to come to. I need to watch the episode Hunter for Welkers. There's an episode, early one, where I think Nick shows how the magnets he used. What'd be nice is if you could find them old round refrigerator magnets, you know, the old round ones that had the hooks on them. Them were good magnets. I'm sure you just got to look for regular magnets. No, and your mother didn't get invited either. And I highly doubt she ever does again. Oh, I better be good because she's probably watching the stream. So, anyway, that's just really odd that them New Holland heads, that speed mod won't work for. Oh, getting the old tough Mac. Yeah, as she sent me a message the other day telling me how she liked my channel, but did she subscribe? Probably not. Who knows with her? Any hoot. Any hoot, any hoot, any hoot. Well, Hunter, I really don't know what to say other than thanks, buddy. I mean, I was not expecting. Because GoPros are not cheap, buddy. Well, you know what? If you've been watching YouTube and Farming Sim, you should know by now that texting and playing Farm Sim is about as uh, uh, good as texting while driving. It works about as well. But give me a minute or two, will you? Me and the old 4650 got to catch up to my New Holland. Yeah. Well, yeah, I understand that, but you still have a wedding to pay for. I do not want to be on the bad side of thy fiance. Not sure why he's trying to make a sharp corner out of that. But... Oh, I know what else I didn't do. Hopefully, let's see if we can do this and it not screw up the game. Because sometimes, you know how I was showing you guys on well, let's not do that. I was showing you on the server the other day how to fix the uh, issues with boy, geez, get it spit out here. I know English, I really do. I just isn't coming to my mind the right word. And I was showing you guys on the server how to fix the workaround on how contracts weren't fully getting filled right because it was when you played with precision farming and you don't have everything fertilized and limed to its exact amount, the yield is way off. And I was farting around, and for some reason, once in a while, when you try to do the same thing on single players, sometimes it locks the game up. Do I dare, considering how the night started? What is that, field 3? Well, it don't appear to have locked the game up. And it don't appear to have done what it was supposed to do. That's field 3, right? I'm sure. PF, prepare. That ain't right. Why is it giving me that BS? I'm pretty sure the PF and the prepare needs to be together. See? That's what I did wrong. No space between prepared and field. Is it going to do it? Or did it lock it up? Phew! It did it. What trio? Coco Rain. Hey, welcome to the stream. A new face in the stream. Hopefully I don't scare you off. You have some wisdom, trio. What is your wisdom? I'm sorry. I was. She's sleeping. It's fine. So what she don't know won't hurt her. Okay. I'll make sure I not mention it when she's around. Anyway, if you have a chance to do something, take it. Take it and take it. It will. Take it. Will you got a chance? Take it while you got a chance. Is that what you're trying to say there, trio? Yeah, I could tell. I agree with that. I can attest to that because I told him, you can ask Hunter. Hunter, how many times I talked about starting a channel 4 years ago and kept putting it off, kept putting it off, kept putting it off. And I should not have done that. I should have done it then. Because back then it was easier to get monetized, for one. Two, I'd already have an established channel. But we'll get there. We'll get there. Maybe in my mind I just wasn't ready yet, so. Anyway, glad you're here, Choco. Choco. Is that how you say that? Choco. Welcome to the stream. And I'm doing well. And how about you? Even though we are not playing on the server because we were having some server issues. Obviously, there's something not right. And I'll have to try and get with Morris and see if I can have him do a hard reset on the server, even though we set it up to where it's supposed to reset every Sunday or Monday morning at 1 o'clock or 2 o'clock in the morning or something. Man, can you believe these farmers? Man, look at these weeds. That's just horrible. Just horrible. That farmer, boy, he ought to be ashamed to have a field that looks like this. Yeah, well, it won't look like this next year. That's why I got a good deal on it. Because he has not taken very good care of it from when I bought it from him. But you are absolutely correct, Trio. Just make sure you remember that in your young life. At the age of 15, to have that kind of wisdom is a good thing. And Hunter, if he's still in here, has got some words of wisdom also. Don't you, Hunter? Don't ever sell your very first pickup. And damn sure don't let your mother talk you into it. I think your mother had something to do with that. That's the last time her and I really had any kind of a conversation. And she was not happy when she left. Because I kind of give her a piece of my mind about that deal. Because I sold my first pickup, and I wish I wouldn't have. What was a 75 Ford F-150 Explorer package. Only thing I didn't like about it was orange and white instead of jade green and white, or the blue, the metallic blue and white one they had at that year. And it was two-wheel drive, not four-wheel drive. If it would have been four-wheel drive, I darn sure probably wouldn't have sold it. I shouldn't have sold it, even though it was just two-wheel drive. Had a 390 in it and a 4-barrel. Pass about anything but a gas station. Loved that old pickup. Pop the hood on the thing and sit on the fender well and work on it. Now you pop the hood on anything and you're like, where the hell's a dipstick? Where'd they hide it on this thing? And I'm a mechanic. Alrighty, we got 9 people in here. Nobody's chatting. What's going on? My chat's stuck. Huh? Huh? Come on, people. What's up? Come on, what's going on? Woohoo! Monday's almost over. We all ought to be cheering, hooting, and hollering, and having a good old time. And even though we're not harvesting on the server, we're still doing some harvest. Ninja, I will agree with you that Mondays suck. Except for this Monday because it was payday. So, I'll be able to keep my lights on for another month now. I'll be able to keep my lights on for another month, and I'll be able to stream for another month. Now, eating, that might be a whole different story. Man, I cannot believe what the cost of groceries are now. Just stupid crazy. Yeah, you can just suck the big one there, car. Can you believe I still got traffic on? I never play traffic. Ever. I hate traffic. I despise traffic in Farm Sim. The only map I've played on so far that I don't mind traffic on is that one I was playing a couple weekends ago on Broken Moz, where he edited the traffic so it's all tractors and stuff. Yes, they are outrageous, Hunter. Absolutely outrageous. A month ago, or a little over a month ago, and that was, when eggs were still kind of crazy, and they went down a little bit for Easter, and then they're kind of back up there crazy again. But I stopped at Dollar General on the way home to get the 3 staples. And I don't know if most people in here are a little bit older audience, most people. But we all know what the 3 staples are, right? Milk, a loaf of bread, and a dozen eggs. So, in my mind, a loaf of bread, and yes, I bought Sara Lee honey wheat. I didn't buy some cheap crap, but it still shouldn't be that expensive. And I bought just a regular gallon of whole milk because I don't drink watered down milk. I drink, and I cook more with it than I drink it. And I just bought regular large eggs. Shouldn't cost any more than $5 in my mind for your 3 staples. It cost me $11 bill. And it just blows my mind that it costs that much for 3 things that are staples in a kitchen, in a household for food. And then, mind you, my daughter has been put on a special diet because she had some health issues, which we finally got all fairly healed up, I think. But anyway, so we were having to buy gluten-free stuff, and we still are. And her mom wants her to be a little more sugar-free, and definitely, it'd probably be closer to go this way, wouldn't it? Let's go this way. But anyway, you think a loaf of bread, whether you buy cheap, Surefine, Safeway, and I hate the word great value. It's almost $2. And if you buy a Sara Lee, a name brand like Sara Lee or Wonder Bread or any of those, we're talking anywhere from $2.50 to $3 a loaf, right? Well, buy gluten-free bread, and then we'll really talk about a price. The cheapest I found was Arrow. Has some gluten-free bread, and it was actually better than some of the more expensive stuff. It was $6 a loaf. So, well, I'm glad you are, Michaela. And I'm probably still saying it wrong, but that's how I'm going to say it. That's the way it seems to me. how it should be said. Anyway. Yes, Ninja. The AI did not get fixed in 22. And you can buy their stupid RTK antenna thing, and I have never seen where that has made an improvement on AI. What did 4B call it the other day? Yesterday, actually. You called it, said something yesterday. I was watching 4B yesterday. And everybody was probably, I'm sure you guys were all in there. I was watching 4B. Yeah, I didn't stream yesterday. I decided I was going to support my other streamers yesterday because I had a good stream on Saturday night. And I just needed a day off. Even though I should have done some single player stuff and should have started digging into some editing stuff and started working on a banner for my channel and an intro. I have a great nobody give me any input on what I said about my intro. Did anybody in here hear me when I was talking about what I wanted to do for my intro? Really? Well, thank you for bringing me my lunch, but you suppose maybe you could pick something a lot better to drive than that ugly goddamn thing? Ugly. You have some more wisdom. Well, enlighten thee, trio. I'm curious to what your young wisdom is. What is it? Well, I'm thinking for an intro. This is what I think. Um, does everybody remember? And I hate kind of copying, but in a way I am. Anybody remember when Nick Welker was playing Farm Sim 19, and it showed him standing out by the Welker shop or something, right? And he's standing there, and it does that wiggly, wiggly, wiggly thing, you know, like the old shows used to do, the wiggly, wiggly thing, and you time travel into something else. And so he does this wiggly, wiggly thing, and it goes into the Farm Sim, goes into Farm Sim 22. Well, see, what I was thinking is you could, where I farm for real, I could take, you know, a little blurb of me in a planter tractor going by, and then it wigglies into a planter tractor in FS22 going by, and then it'll wibbly back into me standing by a tractor doing something or whatever, or maybe if I get a drone flying over showing the real life farming, and then it blurbs back into doing a pan thing with a camera across into FS22. That way, it shows that I do real farming, and it shows that I do Farm Sim 22 stuff at the same time. What do you think? I think it'd be a cool idea if we could just make it work right. Welcome to the stream, Green Bay Packers fans. I appreciate you dropping in. Kind of a controversial name you got there, buddy, but hey, anybody is welcome here. They can put up with my opinionated self. That's all I'll say. Well, I think it'd be cool. I just got to figure out how to get it done. And that's why I need to get with Rabbit Rob, because he was talking about yesterday about how, he'd love to do editing. So, and I'd like to give another shout out to Rabbit. The guy, he got his 1,000 subs. So, way to go, Rabbit. I am beside myself happy for you that you made your subs. And Dirt Farmer on Saturday, I think, finally got his hours for his channel. So he's now on his way to being monetized also. And so two good guys made it. That's just pretty cool. I don't know about that just yet in Hunter. The intro might be a work in progress. Might be one of them deals where we just get something made for now, where it's just, you know, not necessarily me, but come on, cruise control, kick on. It might be just, excerpts of tractors planting or something along those lines, and then excerpts of farm sim. And then, as I get my channel built, what'd you stop for? As I get my channel high, get a little more extra money, get more things figured out, and get more videos to do the edits with, you can always change your intro later on. I just want to get something out there. Yeah, that's what I was talking about, Trio. Something along those lines. Yeah. Well, I thought, yeah, okay. But I thought, yeah, they did. But didn't Nick Welker do a wiggly wiggly teleport thing to where he went from playing, standing by the shop or something like that to, or in the shop office or whatever, to actually playing on the Welker map when it was released, something like that. Anyway, it was something that I thought would be kind of an interesting intro for my channel, where I do both real life farming parts of the video and do farm sim. Now I just got to get it implemented, right? Well, I tell you what, the old pipe with that 30-foot head just about ain't quite long enough. Anyway, it's kind of nice to see some new faces in chat tonight. Not that Hunter is necessarily a new face. If anybody, Hunter is for lack of better terms, my illegitimate son. Son from a different mother. I don't know how you want to put that. Anyhow, he lived with me for a while, and his mom and I have known each other for a very long time, since I was Hunter's age. And he's an exceptional young man. So, okay. Well, I remember him doing something along those lines. I didn't remember exactly what it was, Trio, but that's what brought the idea to my mind, was I remember them doing that. I just thought that'd be kind of neat for an intro. Or not necessarily, you wouldn't even have to do the teleport thing, just, one scene showing real life farming and the next scene showing farming on FS22 type thing. The old dinosaur blowing smoke in the intro. Yeah. Mine didn't blow smoke quite as well as yours did, but that's because I got dual exits on mine. You had the single exits, and you had the better programmer. And mine's got about 250,000 more miles on it than what yours did. Yeah, yeah, Ninja. He's kind of like a stepson. I mean, good kid. He's one of them younger kids that kind of has a mindset of us people that grew up in the 80s, and He's not a snowflake. That's for sure. He's not a libtard either. No, I better be good about that. That's one thing we're supposed to keep out of our channels, you know, the whole religious and political and all that kind of stuff. Right? We're not supposed to have that. We're supposed to be neutral. But I'm a red-blooded, flag-waving, gun-toting American. Nah, we could, but I don't think... My tuner's okay for what it is. For as tired as the old girl is, I don't suppose we better... Yeah, I can still get it to blow black smoke out both tailpipes. Yeah, I'm sure it isn't, Hunter. Alright, so, Trio, you said you had some more wisdom, and I don't know if I missed it. Okay, right. Chase it because the dream won't chase you back. That is correct, although I've had a few dreams that, well, that's all the farther we'll go with that. Ah! Uh-oh! I need a crash counter! How do you make a crash counter anyway? I need to learn how to do that. Damn, Paul, who put that thing there? Just so you know, Lancy boy, not every pole has got a transformer on it. But yet, okay, I'll be good. I'm not supposed to. I'll be good. Now, Ninja, that depends on where you're at, because if I look out my window, it is dark here. CC plus 10. What the hell is that supposed to mean? Well, my old 7.3, it can roll plenty of coal. And I can make it roll more coal than what I do. It's just transmission's a little tired, rear end's a little tired. You know, it's got 397,000 miles on it. Crash counter plus 10. Okay. Well, it is. It is after dark here. And the farther east you go, the darker it is. Wow, I should have went the other way. Wow, the old 4650's sucking the old go juice down, ain't it? I should have fueled it up before I brought it out here, like I did the combine. Just getting dark. You did tell me one time, I think, Ninja. Where were you from again? I'm horrible about remembering certain things. Hey, Keith, you been lurking, have you? Yeah, you've been lurking in the background thinking, shaking your head. My God, what's this guy talking about now? That's right, gotcha. I knew it was Canada, but... So let's see, British Columbia is the one right next to Saskatchewan, right? Or is that the next one over from that yet? Oh, no kidding. Well, that's cool. Well, out of everybody that's ever been in any of my streams, or I've been in the streams of, because I don't think 4B's helped promote me, but I don't think he's actually ever been in any of my streams. But 4B is probably the closest to me, because he lives down by, over by Lexington, Gothenburg-ish, somewhere in that area, which is about 4 hours from me, or 3 hours. Hey, Chad, what's up, buddy? You didn't stream yesterday, and I took the day off because I was going to watch all the guys that support me, and I was going to support them. So I watched, who did I watch yesterday because you weren't streaming? I think I watched Faber yesterday for a while. So, how's the farm life treating you out there, Chad? You finally getting in the field this week? You gonna get something planted this week, or? Yeah, again. Well, that sounds about like how my Monday was last week. Well, at the end of the day tonight, we have about 635 or so acres in the ground on our farm, or the farm I work for. And Saturday we had like 500 something like that. So for 4 days to have 500 in the ground wasn't a bad 4 days considering how Monday and Tuesday started out last week. Well, that's good to hear. Finally getting some of that in the ground. The ground temperature finally warming up for you out there, or I should say back there, being you're back east, not out west. I know our ground temperature the last couple days have probably gone up a couple degrees. Yeah. Saturday wasn't all that cold, but man, was it windy Saturday. You know, and I can't believe how dry we are for having snow on the ground this year all winter long, you know, and we had pretty decent amount of snow this year, more than we've had in quite some time. It's dry. I mean, I'm planting into dry ground. I don't have no moisture where I've been planting. So we could use more rain than what we had the other day, because all that rain the other day did was make my windows dirtier and all get out. I mean, it helped the one field I was planting the next day. It planted okay, a lot better, but yeah, that's same thing here, Chad. It's just, and I think a lot of it's because, well, for the last month and a half, I think about 4 days out of that last month and a half, the wind didn't blow. So, which is a typical spring in Nebraska. You know the old saying, Wyoming blows and Iowa sucks and Nebraska catches all the crap in between. that can go a lot of ways. I'm pretty sure Iowans probably say the same thing, only they change the states between Nebraska blows and Illinois is next to you, right? Or is it Ohio? God dang, I can't remember. Illinois, I think. Anyway, it's not one of them old sayings, you know. That's one of them things you'll find on my channel. I hung out with my granddad a lot, and I mean a lot as a kid, because I could not, you know, my mom and dad got divorced when I was 10, and I could not, and dad got remarried, and I cannot stand and could not stand my stepmother. I still cannot stand that woman to this day, really. Um, we just have learned to tolerate each other, I guess, with older age, and anyhow. But so whenever I got out of school for any length of a period as a young whippersnapper, I hung out with my granddad a lot. And there was, until I was old enough to work, you know, for farmers or ranchers, because back then you had to be, I heard the other day, you have to be 16 in order to work for a ranch or a farm now. You know, when I was a kid, if you went and took the FFA tractor safety course, you could start working when you were 14. And that's what I did. You know, I took the course, the tractor safety course when I was 14 and started working in the hayfields and the sandhills when I was a kid. And then before I got out of school, I'd work on weekends and after school for the same farmer my dad worked for. Anyway, so Christmas vacations and Easter vacations and summer vacations until I was old enough to work, I was with my granddad all the time. So, you know, all them old sayings them old timers got, I learned them all from my granddad. You know, colder than a well digger's rear, you know that one, and busier than a one-legged man in a butt kicking contest, and quicker than a cat on a hot tin roof type, you know, all those sayings. So that I learned a lot of that from my granddad. Well, yeah, I was watching um Our Wyoming Life the other night. The other day they were doing a 24-hour stream thing, and I watched bits and pieces of it because as a kid and a guy that grew up on cattle ranches in the sand hills, and I've cowboyed, and I that's and I wear Wranglers, and I wear cowboy boots, and I wear cowboy hats and western clothes because that's how I grew up and that's how I was raised. And if I had to go do it tomorrow, I could go do it tomorrow. So it's not just a look for me; it was a lifestyle for a long time. Even though I farm now, so I watch him every now and then. For one, now they don't live too far from here, but there's some stuff that guy does that just I shake my head. I mean, I just what ranch that small needs anyway needs three, mind you, not one, three gators. John Deere gators, new John Deere gators. I mean, not whatever. I guess that's the benefit of having a YouTube channel and having as many people on that YouTube channel as he does. But anyhow, he's the one that I seen. He was talking about how he can't hire anybody unless they're 16 years old. I thought it was Illinois, Michaela. Michaela, not Michaela. Michaela. Iowa smells funky. That's because of the two rivers that's got trapped around it. And all that gall darn humidity. Oh my God. You can keep all that crap. You want to know a city that stinks, and that's St. Joe, Missouri. Oh man, that sounds stunk. I can honestly say I have not been there ain't anywhere in Missouri I've been too impressed with. There's a lot nicer and prettier places in Iowa than there was Missouri. Hey Jay, how are you, buddy? Glad you could make her in. Glad you could make it in for a bit or two here. We're obviously not on the server because the server decided to have a hiccup and was throwing a hissy fit and just it was having a Monday and decided it didn't want to play Farm Sim. So we're just farting around like we were Saturday night and doing a little single player thing on Stone Valley here and just kind of just hanging out, watching the old New Holland harvest some canola and just kind of hanging out again, I guess. And tomorrow night I was going to go grocery shopping a little bit tomorrow night. Maybe I ought to come home and work on figuring out what the hell's wrong with the server. You're playing ATS. Just like you were Saturday night. I really need to get my ATS stuff all cleaned up, and I don't even know if I got it reloaded on this computer. No, I don't even think I have it loaded on this computer. Matter of fact, last time I played ETS, I think it was on the old computer. So anyway, that's what I ought to do. You know, that's what we ought to do one of these times. All of us, I'll bet about 95% of us FS players. Yeah, I got a new computer a year ago, Hunter. That's where last year's taxes went. Because the old one was on its 6th year, and I decided that if I was going to get a new one, I had better get it bought with last year's taxes, because last year I got to claim Tory. This year I didn't. And I bought it when GPU prices were finally not so stupidly ridiculous like they were the year before. Anyway, so as I was starting to ramble on about as the combine was going by and being loud and obnoxious, we'll go over here and listen to the whippoorwills. But I was saying, one of these times we all ought to get together. You know, I'm going to guess that 95% of us that play Farm Sim 22 have ATS and have played ATS. So, you know, whether it's Ninja, Jay, is it Jimmy? What am I supposed to call you? You said call you Jay. Every time I look at your name, I want to call you Jimmy. Anyway, you know, Keith, Chad, all those guys, I'm going to assume that most all of us probably have ATS. We ought to get together and have a Farm Sim convoy sometime. I haven't played it since the new multiplayer stuff and all that other kind of stuff is all gotten out. Like I said, last time I played it, I've still got to get Wyoming and Montana and Texas for states. The last time I played it, I was still playing Colorado as the newest state. Yeah, that Snap-on truck is not a friendly thing, Hunter. And it never goes away. It keeps showing up. I know all about that when I was a mechanic. And I didn't have all Snap-on tools either, and I wouldn't buy all Snap-on tools. I don't recommend buying all Snap-on tools. I like Snap-on toolboxes. I had a Snap-on toolbox And I like Snap-on's impact stuff, and I like their screwdrivers and their pry bars. But all of my wrenches and my sockets and all of that stuff were Mac. I felt Mac makes better sockets and wrenches in my opinion. Because a Mac, back then, Mac wrenches were thicker and they didn't do the snap. One of the things I hate about Snap-on is they don't sell a complete set of wrenches, and I'm sure it's still the same way. How ridiculous is it? You can't buy a complete set of wrenches from 1/4 inch all the way up to 1 1/4 inch. That's a complete set, in my opinion. But no, not Snap-on. They'll sell you a 7/16 to 3/4, and then you got to fill all the rest of it in. And it's like, as if you don't get enough damn money for your stupid overpriced Snap-on wrenches in the first stupid place. And Mac wrenches were thicker. They didn't bite into your hand as bad. I liked the Mac wrenches way better than I did Snap-ons. See, I was the other way around. I had Snap-on screwdrivers because I liked Snap-on screwdrivers, but I preferred Mac's ratchets and sockets, the chrome stuff, and wrenches for sure. And I absolutely dislike Craftsman because I want something that feels good in your hand. That when you really got to bear down on it, it's not going to bite into your hand. And Mac wrenches were thicker, so they didn't bite you as bad as a Snap-on wrench. And like I said, when you bought a set of Macs, you got a full set. You didn't have to spend extra money to fill in all the other numbers. Anyway, enough of that stupid rant. See, man, I can rant about and talk about anything. Well, about anything. I'm sure there's some stuff I don't know about. Time we got 20 to 10. So, are you going to get here like late on Saturday night, Hunter? 20 to 10 here. Yeah, I think it'd be I think it'd be a blast, Ninja. I think it'd be fun. I think it's something. Well, it's kind of like that Bonehead was talking about doing that that potato challenge thing. Or no, he was talking about one either potato challenge. He's talking about everybody getting together and harvesting sugar cane. I've never played sugar cane on any of the maps. You ever tried it? You ever done any of it? Don't have a desire to because it's not something I'm not one of them that plays on weird maps. I'll give 4B and some of them other guys kudos because even though they're Americans, they'll play on the foreign maps. I won't because I don't like them. And I'm also one of them that I don't like trying to play crops that I have no idea, never been around, have no idea how to do it. Especially if I'm trying to play somewhat realistic. You know, here in western Nebraska, we raise sugar beets and we raise potatoes and edible beans, and we don't raise canola, but that's not much different than wheat in a some sense. I mean, I guess what I should have done, I should have swapped this. See if oh man, me and names, I swear. Good thing I got a driver's license that says my name. I'd probably forget it too. Uh, yeah. Jeez. Anyway, I should be trying to do the swather deal in the pickup head thing with, since they added it to, you can use it, supposed to be able to use it on any map now. Okay, so you might be here for the evening barbecue supper, and you might not be. That's what you're trying to say, Hunter. And as of right now, really not going to be that many people here anyway, so I don't know what we're going to do for sure. I'm a little worried about nobody, you know, like I said, everybody that's gotten a hold of me so far are all people that aren't going to come. So I'm a little worried about what we're going to have for some desserts and for some salads on Sunday. Because I don't particularly want to make all that stuff when I'm going to be doing the cream can. Anyway, welcome to the stream. If I haven't said anything and you just popped in, welcome. We're just kind of farting around, visiting, having a decent fun time, laughing at things, and talking about the better things in life, hopefully, and harvesting a little bit of canola on Stone Valley, because the server wasn't wanting to play tonight. It decided it was Monday and it wasn't going to work. So, nasty cream can. You are the only freaking person that does not like the cream can. I don't know what the hell's wrong with you when it comes to food. Your mother babied you too much about food, I swear. Only one that's ever complained about the cream can. Everybody else loves it. Yeah, well, when you're feeding a lot of people, it works really good. Most everybody can find something in it they can eat. Since when didn't you like sausage, you know, and didn't like potatoes and sweet corn? And I know you don't particularly care for the shrimp or the mushrooms or that kind of stuff. Might not be too elaborate this year because there ain't going to be very many people there. There ain't no sense putting a lot of stuff in it. Okay, Michaela. There you go, messaging me off stream. Everybody else has left the stream. There's 8 people in there. Choked on a pork chop. That made me... I don't know if he is or not, Hunter. And honestly, I could care less. You're learning new languages, Keith, are you? You're learning new languages because you're watching me, or you're learning new languages because you're watching, Oh, what is those? What is that? What is that name of that language program that's supposed to help you teach you learn different languages? If you're learning new languages, for me, it's probably not. It's probably not good. You know, me and my PG streams. I honestly have been trying not to be too bad. I know I let them slip out once in a while, but at least try not to let the F-bomb go. The chip dip that Pete made, or the chip dip that Robin and Shannon brought. I don't remember Pete making any chip dip last year. Pete wasn't here last year. He was here 2 years ago, and he made the chip dip that Aaron and Baron usually make. Last year, my cousin Chantel made some chip dip that was really good. The cowboy chip dip with the cream cheese, the chilies, and the corn in it. And some hot sauce that, I don't know, it was pretty, and jalapenos that were pretty spicy. I don't know if you were here yet or if you'd already left because of the migraine. Oh, 50 plus. It ain't that bad. Oh, you knothead, quit. What the hell? What are you trying to do, stupid? Well, welcome to Courseplay Antics. You can hardly get anything unloaded, you knothead. Well, at least you got enough that you could probably get through. $50 plus, huh? Oh, well, it ain't that bad, is it, Keith? Still got 7 people watching, so it can't be too horrible. Community standards. There ain't no community standards when it comes to my streams. Where in the heck is he going? I think the combine driver got lost. I'm just kind of going to watch this in awe. Where is the Pollock going now? Because he should have just went through straight here, turned around and come back. But no, we're going to go do some other cockeyed, yak-eyed, stupid. Yeah, you know why I hired a Pollock? Because they come cheap. Where are you going? Oh boy. The Mac's about to get a yellow stripe. Come on, Mac. Come on, get to going. Now see, if that had been a Kenworth, we'd have been gone already. Dang old Mac. I gotta figure out where that stupid Yahoo's off to. 'Cause I probably don't really want to know. He's done. This is the only thing that kind of bugs me about course play. Is how sometimes it And it's not course play. Sometimes it's the tractors and how they have AI set up on how they turn. I hate it when they leave these little bits behind. Kind of like, oh, I can't remember who was talking about that the other night in the other night's live stream on Saturday. Was talking about he only tried using it once and didn't like it because he's having trouble. Alrighty, Hunter. Well, I'm glad you stopped in finally for one of my live streams. And did you send me a text or did you send me a message? Because I don't show that I got a text. Yeah, I don't have no text. Anyway. Go on, Ninja. So I'm going to come over here and we're going to start this guy working on this over here because I don't think he can really mess. Well, I shouldn't say that just yet because this is me, right? He shouldn't mess up plowing this field. Technically, he shouldn't. One, two, sharp, counterclockwise 4%, longest edge. Generate field course, close. Oh, look at there. And I didn't do it quite right like I usually do it, but the heck with it. We're still going to go with this. Yeah, I'm not quite sure why he went clear around instead of cutting through. So he cut through, and then he went clear around, and now he's starting to open up a different land. So what the heck was up with that? I'm not quite sure, but whatever, I guess. Stupid androids. Well, they're better than stupid apples. All right, I'll look at your message after a bit, Hunter. I don't even. It's still not showing a message from you on Messenger. The heck? Oh, I got one from her. I got one from her. I'll have to look after the stream. All right. Good night, Michaela. Thanks for stopping in and listening to my crazy stream. I know you disagree. And then we can just agree to disagree, because I hate Apple and you hate Android, so whatever. Yeah, I just got the message. And that doesn't have anything to do with Apple or Android. That's sometimes just how stupid Messenger is. So, you suppose he goes all the way through and turns around and actually comes back this time, or you suppose the Yahoo goes clear around? Oh, yeah, yeah. Honestly, as much as I have some issues, and you all get to witness my issues with courseplay on 22, courseplay is still way better in 22 than it was 19. And usually the odd-shaped fields, it has usually doesn't do too bad, except for like that little corner over there where I was showing you what to do to fix it. So we've got. Why is it showing? No, no, no. I want instead of top. God dang it! Me and my big finger here. I want all messages, not top messages. Why does it default to top messages instead of all messages? Stupid. And then, of course, being I'm watching this on, I don't have my split screen, all that fancy stuff. Some of the other guys, I don't know how many likes we've gotten tonight and all that other kind of stuff. So, if we've gotten any, hard to say. Anyhow, if anybody's still here that hasn't liked and subscribed, please like and subscribe. It helps my channel immensely. And that's all I'm going to say about that because I have watched this YouTube for so many years that I've always gotten to where I thought that that was such a quirky thing when everybody says that on their channel, and here I have a channel now, and I get to say that, which most of you haven't heard me say very often, which I probably should say more often, but whatever. 15 likes? Oh, cool. Well, that's not bad. I did get up. I went from 70 subscribers on Saturday night to I just got another subscriber tonight, so I think I'm up to 78 if I didn't have anybody unsubscribe. Well, that first week, or first 2 weeks, man, I know, they keep telling you, don't look at the numbers, just keep doing your thing. But I had 11 people in the first 2 weeks unsubscribe. I don't know if they were snowflakes or what the heck was going on. Because I really wasn't. I mean, yeah, I know I don't necessarily have PG per se streams or videos, but I'm not that bad. I've watched some YouTube stuff that's way worse than I am. And I even had some dislikes on my shorts on an RLF the other day. That almost irked me. And I know, there again, that's not something you're supposed to. And I know, out of the bazillion people that can watch, you're not going to connect with everybody. Not everybody's going to like you. Everybody's entitled to their opinion. So I don't know. I guess I'm one of them too that even though I might not like somebody's channel or don't like their content, I don't spam their channel and make sure I'm there just so I can hit the dislike button. You know what I mean? I just don't watch it, leave it be. Oh, so I gained 2 subscribers since last night. Almost hit the big 80. Sweet. Smash the thumbs up and not literally your own with the really big hammer. Yeah, that's a good way to put it, Keith. Where did? Oh, that's right. Hoonigan said he was gonna go play his save game, right? I'm glad you're in here, Ninja. At least I got one of my moderators in here. Hoonigan never did say what he did. Was everybody just ganging up on him in Jake's stream or what? Or did he actually make Jake mad? Because Jake seems like someone it takes quite a bit to make mad. 'Cause I know in 4B stream last night they were kind of ganging up on poor Hoonigan. Um, um, oh, the modder, the guy, the Legacy, Legacy was kind of ganging up on him. Ah, there you are, Hoonigan. It's just a thing between you and Legacy. Okay, I was just wondering, because like I said, I kind of caught, got in on the tail end of Jake's stream tonight, and he's having YouTube issues. I haven't been having any issues, have I? Since I got started, my only issues were farm sim issues. I haven't. It hasn't been doing the buffering thing that it was doing to Jake. Well, you've been awful quiet for you. You ever said you were going to do something with your single player save, so probably editing a video. Well, I know you, Legacy was being pretty relentless to you last night on 4B stream, so he must have been doing the same thing to you again tonight on Jake's stream, huh? Only once, okay. Well, that's good to know. Nobody has said nothing, so I have pretty decent internet, so I shouldn't have too bad of a problem there. Which, there again, I could get better than what I even have now, and probably will when the channel takes off even more and can actually self-sustain itself. And I suppose that's something I probably ought to think about doing, even though I'm not technically YouTube monetized. Doing the, if you like my content thing, you could PayPal me or whatever the heck it is. I don't know. I just don't like begging for money either. So, I mean, yes, the whole point of the YouTube channel is to make a little extra income. I want to get monetized and all that kind of stuff, but all right, I think we'll go about another 10 minutes. We'll go to about 10:15 my time, 11:15 Central Time, and 12:15 Eastern Time, and 9:15 Pacific Time. I think we'll call it a stream. Yeah, I know we kind of got a rocky start, but at least we got something going. We got to visit and have a good time, so not like it was like a true total loss. It's a nice thing about having these odd save things you can just throw in here when something's not quite working copacetic. And I think we had up to 10 viewers tonight. We got 15 likes, which that's pretty good. I ain't gonna complain about that. Especially during the week and having a later time slot for my streams. If I could stream at 6 o'clock, it would probably be better because that'd be 8 o'clock for everybody back east and they could catch it. But still, there again, I got to give Jake a big old congratulations on the baby girl. And Rabbit Rob, congratulations on his getting 1K. And Dirt Farmer, congratulations on you getting your hours in. And you guys are off to the races. And one of these days, I need to get with Dirt Farmer and find out when he's uploading his real life videos, if he's uploading them under entertainment, or if he's still uploading them under Farm Sim. Because I've been uploading mine under Farm Sim, and I know that that's probably not exactly right for the content, but that's where my viewers are coming from too, in a way. So, and I know with algorithms in YouTube, it kind of dings you when you go from one to the other on the same channel. So that's why I've been uploading all my stuff under Farm Sim, even the real life stuff. So I need to get with Dirt Farmer and find out what he's doing. Just curiosity. And then I wish Rabbit was in here. Or Rabbit was in. I need to get with somebody about making that intro thing. Because I really think that's something that would help boost my channel a little bit too, is have the intro. And then this week, I've kind of decided that I'm going to do a similar format to like what Dirt Farmer's doing and some of the other guys. Even though I recorded almost a half an hour RLF video this morning, working on the planter and doing the weekly maintenance on it. I want to, I think, do like they're doing, where I take videos throughout the week and then edit it all together and then have one video a week, maybe. And then just throw some shorts in there throughout the week. And this last week, I didn't have much choice. The reason why I was doing this, decided to do the shorts as much as I did, is because it was windy. I mean, we had that one day that I recorded that, that thankfully that Wednesday, that morning, when I recorded that RLF video, I was lucky and the wind wasn't blowing too bad. I mean, there was a couple spots in there where you could hear it a little blustery in my phone. But the rest of the week, the wind just blew and blew and blew, so I really couldn't record much, as far as being out of the tractor and anything out and about. So that's why I did the shorts that I was doing last week. I got a couple more shorts that I got to upload yet too. But anyway, so that's kind of what my thoughts was, is record throughout the week, edit it all together, drop one bigger video per week, and then throw some shorts out there throughout the week. I don't know if that's a good idea or not, but that's kind of what I want to do. I would like to live stream. I did finally get my phone switched over from my personal YouTube account to my YouTube page account, or content creator account, whatever you want to call it. And I was farting around with that to see if I could live stream off my phone by doing that, and I still couldn't figure out how to do it. And I know Dirt Farmer, the other day, I did catch his live stream when they were drilling spring wheat, and he said that he was live streaming from his GoPro. That he's done it a couple times from his cell phone, and it wasn't very good. But I know Nick Welker does it from his cell phone a lot. I mean, I know it's probably not necessarily great quality, but the point is being able to do it. So, anyway, I've got a lot of ideas, a lot of plans. I just got to figure out how to implement them all. Got to get a banner made, got to get an intro made for my videos. I need to get a technical difficulties X insert made. I need to make a be right back insert thing made if I got an emergency bathroom or someone knocks on the door, emergency thing, you never know. Emergency phone call during a live stream. I need to figure out how to do the music thing, and I haven't decided if I want music while I'm playing or not. I know a lot of the other guys do. I have never decided whether I like that or not on a live stream. I mean, nothing against their channels that do that. I know Jake does it, and DJ does it, and Bonehead does it, 4B does it. I mean, I nothing against them guys for doing that. I just have never I don't know if I want to do that or not. In some senses, when you get big enough, it's kind of distracting to me. That's just a personal thing. Not, like I said, nothing against those guys, because I think the world of those guys. They've helped me out immensely. So I'm not bad-mouthing their channels at all. So don't take it that way. So I've been kicking around the idea of that, and part of what I hate about the music thing is it's got to be YouTube music. It can't be, copyrighted and stuff, because then you get nailed for copyright strikes. That's another thing that sucks about doing real life farming stuff when you're in a tractor. You got to make sure you got the damn radio off, because you don't want to have a song come on and then you are the copyright strike. And YouTube is horribly finicky about that. Yeah, chat does too. Which for all those guys, I have, like I said, it works for their channel. It's fine. I've thought about doing it here lately because, well, I don't have a lot of viewers. So if you have a little lull or a little dead point, there's some music playing. It kind of helps break up the monotony, I guess. I mean, but like I said, my problem is I don't particularly care for YouTube only music. You know, so now to have some music playing for while you're doing an intro or something like that, I have nothing wrong with that. That's fine. Ooh, come on, old girl. We can make her up this hill. Come on. Come on. There we go. I talk enough, no need for it. I don't know if that's such a good thing either, Keith. Maybe I should talk less, huh? I'd probably be in a heck of a lot less trouble. Oh, yeah, yes. Whoa. I thought I put friction on these tires. The old canola throwing around the 4650 a little bit there. Well, you know, it's just one of them things that you see other people do, so you think, well, maybe then again, I don't want to copy people either. You know, I don't want to copy. I want to do my own thing to a certain extent. So maybe I won't worry. If you guys, maybe I won't worry about the music thing so much. I do need to figure it out though, because I mean, when you're doing certain videos and like the intro and that kind of stuff, it's kind of nice to have the music play when you do that kind of stuff. But yeah, I'm sure it probably does, Keith. Um, and I don't have the greatest phone right now. That's another thing that's going to get updated here in the next couple paychecks. Because I use Straight Talk, I don't use Verizon, I don't use AT&T because I don't like paying their money. I think there's a bunch of BS to pay over $100 and some a month for for a phone subscription, and you don't get any more benefit out of. The only benefits you get out of Verizon or you get out of AT&T or T-Mobile or any of those big guys is wow, you can get a new phone every 2 years, but you still got to pay for it, even though, so that's why you're paying $150 a month for, and then they tell you how much data you can use all of a sudden and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, it's kind of one of the downfalls about Straight Talk or Track Phone or some of those like that is you don't get the greatest phones because you got to pay for the phone outright. But on the other side of it, what you pay for a subscription or not a subscription or a plan, a phone plan through Verizon, let's just say, because that's one of the popular ones here where I live. You know, um, you could pay for 3 months of your monthly plans through Straight Talk. I mean, right, and that's exactly what I was thinking, Keith. And I'm probably now that I've actually got some people in, I was really thinking about it when I first started because like I said, there's a couple streams where I didn't have hardly anybody in here. And then I've had some where they come in, I had 4 or 5 people in here and no one would talk. Man, that's weird when you got people sitting in chat and they're not talking to you, Because when you're live streaming, that's you have that mindset of if they're in chat, should have somebody to talk to. So if you got someone to talk to, it's easy to talk. That was where I was having a bit of a catch because I could film or record, I should say, a single player and yik yak throughout the whole thing because I have that mindset that I got to talk while I'm doing a single player because I'm the only one there. Kind of explain what I'm doing or whatever, or go on a rant or whatever I'm doing. But when you're doing a live stream and you have nobody talking, a couple of them early live streams when I had that, there was some silence because I was like, I didn't know what to talk about. But now that I've got enough people coming to, in my live streams and chatting with me, Keith and Ninja and Hoonigan and uh, and some of the other guys that are, Hodge and some of you guys that are when you show up, you're talking. I it's not near the silence. I've got something to yik yak about, so I don't have that weird mental block. Yeah, for videos, I think like your intro, or if you're gonna do like a time lapse thing, that's why I'm saying I need to learn all of that. So that's part of that, editing thing, and I know 4B did tell me around and around in a merry-go-round we'll go here. 4B did say that he would help teach me some editing things. The problem is like I said, this time of year when I'm not when I'm at home and I'm not playing, I'm not at home. Those are when I know I don't have to get home and live stream. I'm working late. You know, like last week on Thursday and Friday, I knew I wasn't streaming, so I worked 13 hours those days. So, yes, my channel is still a work in progress, which it should be. I mean, we're only been at this what now? Not quite 6 weeks, or right at 6 weeks, something like that. That's why the 79 subscribers I'm up to in 6 weeks. I can't complain. I'm really happy with where everything's been. Happy with the people that have come in and have become a part of my streams and a part of my channel. Of Keith and all you guys, I'm extremely thankful for you being here and liking my my eccentric. I don't know if you want to call it eccentric personality. Um, and I know some people probably, the ones that have dropped some dislikes and have unsubscribed. They unsubscribed early enough. They didn't really get a chance to take time to know who I really am and know that yes, I may blow off some hot smoke and some little rants here and there, but I really am a fun guy and have a big heart, even though I'm a little upfront about how I talk. And yes, I'm not so PG sometimes about my train of thought, my thinking, and my language. But that doesn't mean I'm a bad person. So let's go unload the old Mac here. As soon as we get the old Mac unloaded, I think we'll probably call it a stream, guys. I was gonna quit at quarter after. It's 20 after, so. But that's the thing about live streaming. If you're a little bit over, who cares, right? As long as everybody's still watching and enjoying it. So, anyway, yeah, that's one of them things I got to learn, and that's as I get a chance to dive in and learn stuff and add it to my channel. Hopefully that it'll get there. It'll get there. It just takes time. Just takes time. It took God 7 days to build the world, right? So. Or the universe, whatever you want to put it. Which I probably shouldn't say that either, because then we're getting religious. You know, I really like these AGI grain bins. I like them, but yet I don't like them, if that makes any sense. I like how Giants is, they try to claim that they're more accepting and more open to the American side of the game, right? But in all reality, they still really aren't. They do just enough, and they've always been this way, and they do just enough. I mean, I will admit that um, the American map in 22 is probably the best American map we've gotten as far as farm sim goes. Stop this here. And you're about done. I think we'll leave you alone. Matter of fact, I think we'll let this go while you're going. But anyway, I mean, as far as the grain bin goes and the grain leg, they did a good job, right? But you have a grain leg, right? Why the hell do you have an unload point over here? If you got a grain leg, anybody that spends the money on a grain leg in real life is not going to unload their grain bin off to the side. It's going to get unloaded from the grain bin, the grain leg. Okay? And this stupid cover, no such thing. Most people don't have this stupid looking cover here. So, this is European, but yet it's supposed to be American. See, this is why I'll never be a Giants partner, because I can't keep my mouth shut about stuff like this. And I know I will never be, because I will not blow smoke up their ass, for lack of better terms, just so I can get their partnership, so I can get their game 4 days before everybody else. But when you watch my channel and you watch me play, at least you know how I feel about it, and you know my dislikes about the game and the quirks about the game, because I'm going to tell you, I'm not going to blow any smoke up anybody's rear about it. You know, and all them guys that have channels that are Giants partners and all that kind of stuff, great. I'm glad you are. Somebody's got to be. Probably the bigger thing about the Giants partner thing is how they don't want you playing or streaming any other games. Though I definitely ain't going to do that, because there are a lot of other games that I like to play. And as a content creator, I think in a channel, you need to be able to play other games, because, you know, like 4B was talking about the struggle with the burnout thing and all that kind of stuff. You start getting burned out, and that's not healthy. It's not healthy for the channel. It's not healthy for Giants. It's not healthy for you. You know, yeah, you need to be able to play the game you enjoy to play. And yes, I will probably, you know, I've been playing this game since 13. So I'll keep coming back to it. And I'll buy the next one and play it too and complain about the stupid things about it, you know. Now, don't get me wrong, 22 is probably, I would say next to 17, 22 has probably been the best release as far as farm sim goes. And I know I didn't play 12. I didn't play FS9, the very first one. I didn't play FS11. I played FS13 and I played it on console. So there was a lot of FS13 I didn't get to experience because I didn't play it on a computer. FS15 is the first one I started playing on a computer. Um, FS15 was fine. FS17 was great. FS19 was a flop. It was horrible. FS19 did not get good until about the last 6 months before, or maybe the last 8 months before 22 came out. And that's because we finally figured out all of its quirks and figured out how to mod. And that was one of the nice things about 22. They didn't change the modding so bad that you had to totally refigure it out. I mean, for God's sakes, I converted a cultivator here a couple months ago. And I'm talking about a row crop cultivator that goes between the rows of the corn, and it's usable. Where when you converted something from 17 to 19, there was a lot of things you had to change in order to even get the damn thing to show up in a game. So 22 is a lot better game, a lot stabler, but there's a lot of little things that Giants overlooks. And I know you can't have everything in every game. I get it. But I'm not gonna I'm gonna tell you how it is. If I don't like it, I don't give a damn who the game. If the Pope himself made this game, I'm still gonna tell you the stupid stuff about it that I don't like. Now, just because I don't like it, don't mean you're not gonna like it. 17. They bring in logging. I hate logging. To me, logging is not farming. Now, I don't want to step on the toes of the guys that do like to do the logging. That is one of the nice things about this game, is that it's a big enough platform and a broad enough platform that it does allow you to do those other things. I've never messed with the terraforming thing that come out this year for 22. Now, I think it's a pretty cool idea. That's not my thing. So, I'm a farmer. I like to farm. One of the things that I would like to see them implement that they made such a big deal about on the logging, especially on the Platinum Edition. Yeah, you're exactly right, Keith Bleeker. You're right, Keith. But anyway, you know, so if it's going to be a farming game, and they put, and logging's been implemented since FS15, and I've hated it since then. And I've done it a time or two, but why did they make it clear cut logging for the stupid Platinum Edition? I mean, what did us farm people for Farming Simulator get out of the Platinum Edition? Nothing. They could have given us something other than an ugly Volvo truck. But anyway, the farming part of that, in my opinion, they should make it so it's not clear cut. You go in, you cut the trees down, and you need to go back in there and plant trees. Am I right here? That's just my personal opinion on it. At least make it a little more farming to it. But, as I'm saying, that's a personal thing that I don't like. Doesn't mean it's a bad thing in the game. I just don't like it. And you're not going to see me do it. If you see me cut a tree down, it's because the damn thing's in my way. And I might sell it. Most of the time, I use a lumberjack mod and it disappears. Because I just don't like messing with trees. Not my thing. But I'm glad that the game is made where people who enjoy that kind of stuff can do that. I mean, that's good, right?
Yeah, sorry, Neals, for crashing your stream.
Oh, so who do we got here? Somebody's in Discord with me. Anyway, with that said, oh, it's Jake. Okay. Or
Yeah.
hey, hang on a minute, buddy. Let me end my stream and then we'll visit. Um, so with that said, and I did say I was going to quit at quarter after, and it's 30 minutes later. So um, anyhow, as I was saying, I'm just going to tell you how it is as far as what I think I don't like, the things I don't like about the game, things that I think they could do better about the game, because I'm not going to blow smoke because I think I have to be a Giants partner. When you see me play this game, yes, I love the game, but in the end, I'm going to tell you the things that I think stupid about the game. Now, with that said, thanks for everybody that's been part of the stream and have joined me tonight. I hope you've enjoyed yourselves in my little opinionated rant that I just had. please overlook that. I mean, that's just me. But anyhow, again, I want to congratulate Jake on a baby girl. Buddy, can't wait till you actually get a hold of her in your arms and be a papa. It's just it's a whole different world. Um, thanks, yeah, thanks for everybody that's been here. Uh, Another shout out to Rabbit Rob, buddy. I know you didn't make it in tonight, but I'm glad you made your 1,000 subs. And I want to shout out to Dirt Farmer for making these hours. So anyway, with that, thanks for everybody that's been here, everybody that's part of my stream, everybody that's been in the chat, and people that in my chat that have helped, and my moderators. Thank you for being here tonight. And we'll catch everybody on the flip side. Make sure you keep the rubber side down, people.